I'm considered one of the most controversial queens in England's history. I'm Elizabeth Woodville, also known as Dame Elizabeth Grey, and the White Queen. Yes, the Netflix show is about me. I was one of 13 children born to Richard Woodville and Jacquetta of Luxembourg around 1437. I was not considered nobility, and this became one of the larger controversies in my life. I first married Sir John Grey, a Lancastrian loyalist, and we had 2 sons. My first husband was killed fighting in the Wars of the Roses. With nowhere else to go, I took a leap of faith and put myself in Edward IV's path. I waited for the king near a tree now known as Queen's Oak. I pleaded for my son's inheritance, but received much more. Edward IV fell for me and my beauty, and we married in secret. I know it sounds like a fairy tale story. After we eventually revealed this news to the public, my marriage to the Yorkist king in 1464 sent shockwaves through the English court, intensifying political turmoil that lasted for decades between the houses of York and Lancaster. I was not the ideal royal bride, as I was a commoner, and now a widow to a Lancastrian. I was crowned queen in 1465. We had 10 children together. In 1483, Edward died, and my 2 sons and I were now in trouble. I quickly became the widowed former Queen of England. Richard III soon seized the throne, and quickly became my biggest enemy. He charged my mother with witchcraft. He placed my son, Edward V, and his younger brother in a tower, and they were never seen again. I and my daughters were also imprisoned in the Tower of London. However, we were eventually released after Henry Tudor defeated Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485. Henry Tudor married my daughter, Elizabeth of York, and became King Henry VII. I was finally able to retire to a peaceful life, and I died in 1492.